Alright, this is rock, paper, scissors. As you can see, our public class is RPS activity. And we have several variables. The first thing I want you to know is that the two variables saying static int count and static int cur state do not necessarily have to be static. They could have been public. However, I was doing testing on classes where I wanted the variable to increment within each class. And private enum states, this is the second thing I want you all to note, will not be used in this section of the video. That'll be it. And now, let me give you a brief explanation as to what rock, paper, scissors is. If you know you're that weirdo that has never heard of the game. What it essentially does is, you cycle through an array of options of rock, paper, scissors, and then you select one to match another player or numerous other players. And what this program is going to do is generate as your last outcome or result a random selection. As you can see right here with the private random equal new random, that'll be the main means as to how we do this. So let's get into the first method, button pressed. System.out printed L button press call, and then image view is equal image find view by edu image view. And what this relates to is the screen right here. That'll be our image view, in which we can select a picture. Will be the cur drawable instance equal r_drawable.splash. That's a picture name within my drawable resources, and we can assign this to the image view, as you see down below, image view.set image resource to cur drawable, which is what currently is being the splash screen or the home screen you saw previously. Let's scroll it down. Now begins our if-else statements. It's a bit lengthy, so bear with me. We have cur state equal 0 and count less than 6. Cur drawable equal r_drawable.rock. And image view.set image resource to cur drawable. What this will allow us to do is now put the rock image after the button has been pressed as our home screen button, as well as our main image view, and then increment cur state plus plus and count plus plus, allowing us to set up for the next phase within our rock, paper, scissors shoot. And you see here the text view is equal to text view find view by RID. This is the button you saw within the activity underscore RPS XML right to the bottom. And this button needs to change its text as well. So we find the view of the text, we find the view of the button, well, the ID of the button, so you can reference it, and then we say label.setText. You see the setText property to 5. This is a book of countdown, so we'll go rock, paper, scissors. This version actually is a rock, paper, scissors, Spock, lizard version. So you're going to see 5 variations, but it's going to count down for each of them. So rock is going to be 5, paper is going to be 4, scissors is going to be 3, Spock is going to be 2, lizard is going to be 1, and then the selection will go. And then our random selection we chosen out of those 5. So you have text view, else if cur state. Again, the same principle as right here. It's being utilized throughout the else statement, and I'm just assigning you our drawables. So in this instance, it's paper. At the top, I assign the paper, and the image view set to paper as it's being incremented. So it's pretty standard, the same concept as number 1 all throughout until I believe this is the last else if statement. This is worth some time. Cur drawable is equal to r_drawable.splash, image view.set image resource called drawable, then result is equal to 1. This is a boolean, my version of a boolean, where I said, okay, then yeah, reach the last portion of our 5 selections. It's time to make a result now. Cur state goes back to 0 to allow for the play again. Count is equal to 0, and update is equal to, again, do not mind this. This is just part of our enum that we're using some portable code. Text view label equal text view dot find view by RID button. Label to play again. Play again. Actually, last 2, my bad. It's the last 2 that was worth some time going to. So cur state equal 4 and count less than 6. Cur drawable is equal to r_drawable.lizard. That's our last selection. It will now set that selection as our current drawable. Now cur state is equal to random.nextInt5. I'm not sure if you're entirely familiar with our random.nextInt function or property in this instance. What it does is make a random selection by any number under 5, so 4, 3, 2, 1, and now assigns that to the current state. I'll increment my counter. It should be at, I believe, 5 at this point. Then again, state not mind that. It's not part of this code. Unnecessary at this point in time. So then the current state is some random integer which will cycle back through our previous if-else statements to the top. If it's 5, it's going to go to Lizard. If it's 4, it's going to go to Spark, so forth and so on. However, after that occurs and increments again, it's going to go through another counter incrementation and current state. And at that point, it will reach 6 and execute this part of the program. Where our current drawable is equal to r drawable.splash, imagery.set imagery, so it's current drawable. And that's basically the principle behind rock, paper, scissors. Going on to our other methods on create, on save instance now. This is something a bit new within this lab, where we had to save our current state of the application. It was rotated because by default in Android, if you rotate the Android device, the application totally resets from scratch. However, by using save instance and on restore, I believe, method within the code, you can say the current variables and the current state of those variables. So I have my m current state, the current state of the current variable, my count statement to say where it left off before we rotated the device, and current drawable module. And now on restore, this is when my device is shifted back into the landscape or portrait position. It will resume from the variable I saved above. So save instance state.get m current state, which you can see above. For my current state, m current count. So I save for my count. M current drawable, which I save for my current drawable, as you can see there. That's basically it. I don't think there's anything else noteworthy. Public boolean on create options. This is simply part 1. There will be a part 2 where I have to use the enum variables, which I believe will change the whole majority of my code. So I'm just showing that at this point. Well, yeah, for now that's it. It works, so you can see in the application video below.